I've been lying to myself for about 6 months. Not the kind of lie that hurts people, but the kind that keeps you comfortable. The kind that lets you keep doing what you're good at instead of doing what's required. Here's what I kept telling myself: that sales fundamentals don't change, that psychology is timeless. Master the classics and you'll always win. And that's true, mostly, but it's not the whole truth. A few days ago, I was watching a video with the CEO of Anthropic, one of the companies at the forefront of AI development. And he suggested that within the next 12 months, we could see AI handle up to 50% of entry-level white-collar work. 12 months, not a decade, not someday, 12 months. And I sat with that for a while because entry-level white-collar work includes a lot of what salespeople do: prospecting, research, data entry, follow-up emails, the grind work that used to separate the hustlers from everyone else. The grind is getting automated. And I started looking around at what's already happening: AI-powered outbound systems that personalize at scale, tools that enrich a cold list of hundreds of companies in minutes, with data that would have taken a human team days to compile, call intelligence that listens to your conversations and tells you exactly where you lost the deal. This isn't science fiction. This is now. And here's what hit me: the people who refuse to integrate AI into their work are going to get replaced, not by AI directly, by other people who use AI. The rep who can close but can't build a pipeline engine is going to struggle. The rep who can read a room but takes 3 days to do what a system does in 3 minutes is going to get outworked. And the rep who says, "I don't need that tech stuff," is writing their own exit letter. One manual crafted email at a time, while their competitors' systems run in the background, booking meetings while they sleep. I refuse to be one of those people, and I don't want you to be either. So let me tell you why I started the Sales Evolution Lab in the first place. The original mission was simple: take the psychology, the philosophy, and the sales wisdom that shaped my career, Carnegie, Cialdini, Tracy, Blount, Kelly, and translate it into frameworks people could actually use. Help people level up as closers. Build something meaningful around what I'd learned in 15 years of selling face-to-face. And I still believe in that mission. Those books changed my life. The principles in them are as true today as they were 15 years ago. People buy from people they trust. Objections are opportunities, and the psychology of commitment doesn't change just because we've got smartphones. But here's what I realized: the space is crowded with incredible people already doing this. Jeremy Miner is out there teaching sales every day. Andy Elliott has a massive following. Grant Cardone, Alex Hermosi. These are legends. I have deep respect for what they've built. They've been doing this longer than me. Bigger platforms, more resources, more reach. And competing in that space alone feels like climbing a mountain that keeps rising, while the mountain is also on fire and everyone's selling fire extinguishers. So I asked myself, where can I actually add unique value? Not just in teaching what everyone else is already teaching, but in building something different. Now, I'm not going to pretend nobody else is working on AI-powered sales systems. They are. But a lot of those people are technical. They're building tools. They understand the systems. What they don't have is potentially 15 years of face-to-face selling experience. They haven't stood in shopping centers from Ottawa to Brisbane reading body language in real time. They haven't knocked on doors in Auckland suburbs and felt the exact moment someone's walls came down. They haven't lost deals because they pushed when they should have paused and then figured out why. The unique thing I can build is the mesh. Deep sales psychology combined with the intelligent systems. The human skills that close deals amplified by the AI that gets you in front of the right people at scale. That's what I'm going after. The new direction is called the human Influence Lab. Same foundation, but different focus. Using AI to enhance human-to-human selling, not replacing salespeople. Augmenting them, building systems that move someone from stranger to a raving fan. The name matters. Human, because the close still happens between people. Influence, because psychology doesn't go away, it gets amplified. And lab, because we're building and testing, not just theorizing. Influence powered by systems. Human connection supported by AI. That's the thesis. Because here's what I know from 15 years on the front lines. The close still happens between humans. The relationship still matters. The psychology still drives the decision. But the path to that conversation has changed. The volume has changed. The expectations have changed. And if you can't get in front of the right people at scale, your psychology skills don't get used. If you can't personalize at volume, your closing technique is wasted. And if you can't leverage AI to handle the grind, you're relying on effort while other teams are relying on systems. The Human Influence Lab is about building those systems the right way without losing the humanity that makes sales actually work. Because I genuinely believe every sales team will need a system like this within the next 12 to 24 months. So here's what I'm building. And I'm building it in public. Over the next 30 to 45 days, you're going to watch me implement a complete sales system from scratch. Not theory, real implementation, real results in public. The stack I'm putting together is Apollo for sourcing and list building, Clay for enrichment, scoring, and personalization at scale, Instantly for sending and deliverability, HubSpot as the CRM system of record, and Fireflies for call intelligence and feedback loop. Over the next month, I'm going deep on each tool, how they connect, how to prompt them effectively, how to build a full pipeline engine from nothing, how to turn strangers into booked calls, and how to turn booked calls into clients. Each week, you'll see a different piece of the puzzle. Week 1, we'll do list building and targeting. Week 2, enrichment and personalization. Week 3, outbound and deliverability. And week 4, integration and optimization. This isn't me reading from a manual. This is me scaling my own system first, then documenting every step, every mistake, every breakthrough, everything that didn't work the way I thought it would. No theory, real implementation, real results in public. Now here's what happens after the 30 days. As I build this system and prove it works for myself, the goal isn't just to talk about it. The goal is to help others install it. Once my own system is running, I'm opening a small founding partner pilot. 3 businesses, that's it. The idea is simple. I help you implement the exact same system inside your company, step by step, the same way I build it for myself. This pilot isn't open yet. I'm not selling anything today. I just want you to know where this is heading. If you run a business and your pipeline or outbound is still too manual, if you're tired of watching your competitors book meetings you should be getting, or if you want a system that actually runs, not just theory, that's who this will be for. If that sounds interesting, just keep listening over the next few weeks. You'll see exactly what I'm building. When the pilot opens, you'll already know whether it's a fit. Now look, I'm optimistic about the future, more optimistic than I've ever been actually, because the people who embrace the shift, who integrate AI into their work instead of fighting it, are going to thrive in ways that weren't possible before. The future of sales is not less human, it's more human, supported by better systems. We're not abandoning the fundamentals, we're upgrading them. Carnegie's principles don't disappear because we have AI. They get amplified. Cialdini's influence triggers don't become irrelevant because we have automation. They become more precise. The salesperson who combines deep psychology with intelligent systems isn't just competitive, they're unstoppable. That's the vision. That's the shift from Sales Evolution Lab to Human Influence Lab. And starting now, we build the future in public. If this resonated, share it with someone who feels the ground shift under their feet. If you've been listening to this show, thank you. You've been part of something that's taught me as much as I taught you. I'm Kyle Mackey, and welcome to the Human Influence Lab.